Partey, Yamika, why? Aye, a
Okay, everything I know say na yensa mo kwa biem Emira Sports in Ghana so brother Sasso see di Thomas Partey ho komo na enra anajo na the sector minister Honorable Kofi Idi Adams eko granting interview na oche se na no pay Partey Ghana and Canada ebe rem or court na omakodi Partey ensensem no na afi omahwe se ekwan beba mu a omosiki visa e de ma Partey a join Blasters team no or Canada enti enene die anopeya na court proceedings no ebetimi atodwa time no per ensema honorable editodwan hse from 9 ekoya na yese court proceedings no etimi ahase na wo chemu a ade potem a omokọ court no ene se honorable se otrase a wonti ne mabiase esanse chese America wo mone Partey anya issue no krampo no oma grante Partey visa ama otimi ekoban edi akwanyaba ne asefo enu achi kura no o se eduru ba bi no Partey no na se ne visa sem no wa America na akwa bibi ho but upon say omo file application eduru mu ene mpanifo akasa ye no na omo ti ase review Partey visa ema omo ma no 5-year visa e ho no mo ase cheze eno nam so ma Partey timi eko edi ho akwani aba eti na Canada for entumi enye the same thing emfama homo na on top of that Partey Canada na work no sebe onko so hakotena wakwakoye adwuma nemum no eye aban no na asoma no se onkoye adwuma on behalf of the whole Ghana and afi no eye mo Canada for na mokọ bede ye se FIFA World Cup no pese mu host bie na FIFA nso gina so e de sa right no e de ma mo e de sama bede na Ghana yenso qualify ni player e wo issue na afi no eye nka se wo guilty yentimi en charge no yen convict ne dia de na ese mu gina so se mu deny no enu nti ena no pay court etimi atodwa hyehye na mo etimi adi Partey asem no nti se ne de ye hwe se efiri na ye ekono ye be follow proceedings na de be todwa bia no ye de abramu but abusua yenwura mo nyenkoti ensem a Honorable Kofi Idi Adams edi todwa pertaining to Partey Canada ene visa ensem no yenko nyenkoti mra
and diplomatic efforts in place to get Thomas Partey to join the team and to play for the Black Stars on Wednesday. Let's go on to Zoom right now, and the Honorable Sports Minister Kofi Idi Adams is joining us on Zoom for a quick update on what is happening in the Black Stars camp ahead of that clash with Panama on Wednesday. And the Honorable Kofi Adams, good evening. Thank you for joining us on Ghana Tonight.
Good evening, and thank you for the opportunity.
Perfect. First off, let's start off with the camp news. What's the latest update regarding the preparation of the Black Stars ahead of Wednesday?
Well, I think the team has been training very well in the United States of America, and the training, I must say, has really impacted positively on the psyche of the team, is physical wellness, and is tactical readiness. And so the team is not the team we knew during the qualifiers. The team has really become a very strong team, and the team is determined to really don the national colors and represent Ghana appropriately at this level. So this afternoon, they departed from United States of America to Canada, where they, per the FIFA rules and allowances, you have to match day -2. You can report to your team hotel and train within the environment and ready yourself for the game.
I see. So, from the understanding, they are already in Canada as we speak?
Yes, they should be in Canada by now.
Okay. But obviously that's without Thomas Partey. So what's the latest regarding his situation?
So as we told you, this is not a matter that we had left just hanging there. We're not going to abandon Thomas. because he is our deputy captain of the senior national team. He has played very well for this country over the years. He took part in virtually every qualifiers, and so we're not going to abandon him at this moment, and we will be with him. So all diplomatic channels are being used to make sure that this matter is dealt with. We are also not just staying with the diplomatic channels. We are using other means to make sure that the rights of Thomas Partey, and by extension Ghana, to be fully represented by its best, is not stopped by any means or by any other person. Because we have made it very clear that Thomas Partey is not entering Canada for a private frolicking event. He is coming to Canada because Canada bidded to host an international competition. And in doing so, your rules, which are minority, should not apply. That is why sometimes you would have to set aside some of the things that you believe in and accept internationally or recognize internationally accepted principles of the fact that you don't conclude that somebody is guilty even before a court of competent jurisdiction pronounce the person guilty. And on the basis of mere accusation and charge, enough to stop someone not just from entering your country, but from partaking in an international competition which this person has continually taken part in, both and not limited to the country where he is alleged to have committed the crime for which he has been charged, for which Canada is acting the way he's acting. In UK, Thomas Partey has not been stopped from playing football. Thomas Partey has not been stopped from moving around to go to shopping malls or any public space. No. So one is therefore surprised that Canada will adapt this route. It's so unfortunate, and I feel ashamed because I know Canada to be such a liberal, democratic state. And so I'm so disappointed that on this occasion, an officer of a state will interpret their laws and rules the way they have done. United States of America have admitted Thomas Partey. That is why today, as we speak, he is in America. Are Americans not aware of the charges? The Americans previously, before this, withdrew his visa, 5-year visa. They withdrew it. But understanding that Thomas Partey was not entering America on just his own, but he's coming because they have decided to host an international competition. They reissued him a visa to enable him partake in this competition. One is therefore surprised that Canada will choose to do what they have done. This is extreme, this is abominable, and must not be allowed to stay. Not just Canada, not just the authorities in Canada that must put their foot down and to get things done right. Even FIFA itself needs to speak out. FIFA cannot pretend that they have no role to play in matters like this.
Right.
And their role not just end in the behind the scenes only. They must speak out there publicly for people to know that they are against such a decision.
You know, you're talking about FIFA speaking. Well, they spoke in that statement which was released on Friday. You disagree with them that they say that they can't do anything when it comes to specific countries' visa requirements. But it's instructive that you note that the United States initially withdrew Thomas Partey's 5-year visa, but then upon a review, they restored that visa. That's
upon an application.
An application.
Upon an application, his visa was restored because they realized he was coming for a purpose.
I see.
A purpose that he has no control over. a purpose that it was United States of America that presented itself, that we want to host the FIFA World Cup for 2026. And Thomas Partey is a footballer. That is what he has been doing. And that is what he is doing even in the country where he's been accused of those crimes allegedly.
I see. Now, it's good to know that we have this detail, because then questions would also be asked as to what would be the basis for the Canadian government also not taking the same path that the U.S. government took. Because you say that the U.S. government initially took that position of not having Partey in there, but then upon an appeal, his visa was restored. We understand there was a court hearing today regarding Thomas Partey's appeal in this Canadian situation. Can you confirm that for us? Was there anything of a sort?
The court hearing is scheduled for tomorrow,
right?
9 a.m. Eastern Time, not today.
Tomorrow, 9 a.m.
Yes, documentation and everything was filed. So the hearing will be tomorrow morning.
Okay, we'll wait for that. And you're confident that based on the documentation and everything that has been filed, Thomas Partey his visa would be restored?
I think we are very confident because the action that has been taken legally is on 3 fronts: asking for a review, asking for a certain restricted entry, and then also asking for a new application, completely new consideration. So on all fronts, at least if you don't get one, if you don't get 2 or all 3, you get at least 1, or you get 2 granted, and that will necessarily give him the opportunity to be able to enter Canada, to join his colleagues and take part in what he does best. But let me assure Ghanaians that the camp is very lively, the camp is very ready, the team is very ready. Thomas Partey himself is in good spirit. He is ready to play once given the opportunity to enter, and that is why it's very necessary that Canada, the rightful authorities, review the position they have taken.
Right.
It is possibly a minority position, and it must not be accepted in any way. Canada should just copy what America did. America on their own withdrew his 5-year visa earlier because that would have allowed him entry anytime, anyway. But now, knowing that he was coming for a purpose, they have reissued him entry visas, and that is why he has entered America and he's going about his duty.
Okay, and maybe quickly and finally, before I let you go, what exactly are you seeking in court tomorrow regarding the appeal that
we have the court to direct the appropriate authority to review the decision, or the court considering the rules that exist based on the fact that Thomas Partey has an American visa and the rest, give him an entry into Canada restricted for a certain number of days. And those are the requests from the court, and we believe that the court should grant this.
We'll wait for tomorrow. We'll definitely wait for tomorrow and be updating our viewers on what the outcome of the court decision will be. Tomorrow, 9 a.m. Eastern Time. We'll keep an eye on that. Honorable Kofi Adams, thank you so much for...
Okay, Inti, and some way to me to dra, Hornoma, and the proceedings in me out to Jana Yahudi Beko, as to set Partey, maybe, and right after court proceedings, and I know, say, 9 in the say, and to uncopy maybe a bed 12 o'clock in there, near Hudi SCT, whether Partey will be joining the team and as on joining, a brand new one, you be home, Obusia, Macramo.